Hey y'all, welcome back to Level Up Your Life with Coach Heather, the podcast where we discuss movement, mindset, and adventure to live a bold life beautifully and unapologetically. Today's episode is one I know that so many of us need because I need it too. We're talking about how to be your own best friend. Let's be real. When you are a go-getter, an entrepreneur, an action taker, and someone who radiates positivity, sometimes that energy doesn't fit into the spaces that you've been in before or that you go to every day. Maybe you've outgrown certain relationships. Maybe your lifestyle, ambition, or mindset makes people kind of uncomfortable, right? Maybe you're working from home, chasing dreams, and suddenly realize there's no one in your daily life who truly gets you. I feel that, I live that, and I also know this. The best friendship you will ever have is the one you build with yourself. So today, we're diving deep into the strategies, the science, and the mindset shifts that will help you not just survive, but thrive in your own energy. So let's get into it. Why do we need to be our own best friend? That sounds kind of crazy. Sounds maybe a little self-absorbed, or maybe like someone's a little bit too confident here, right? But it's good to be confident, right? There's a difference between confident and cocky. And you know I love my science, being a registered nurse. So what's the science behind being your own best friend? Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading researcher on self-compassion, says that the way we talk to ourselves matters just as much, if not more, than how others talk to us. Studies show that people who practice self-kindness, self-validation, and self-support have lower levels of stress, depression, and anxiety. Neuroscience backs this up. When we engage in positive self-talk and treat ourselves with the same love we'd give our best friend, our brain releases oxytocin, the feel-good bonding hormone. It literally rewires our neural pathways to make self-love easier over time. And let's not forget what Eleanor Roosevelt once said. No one can make you feel inferior without your permission. Or without your consent. So, if we know self-friendship is powerful, how do we actually practice it in our lives, right? What are some actionable strategies? Because I'm all about the action. Let's not just talk about it. Let's do something about it. So strategy number 1, talk to yourself like your own hype squad. Y'all all remember Snoop's thing, I'd like to thank me for all that hard work. I'd like to thank me, so let's do that. Think about your best friend, and when they're struggling, you'd never say, you're not good enough, you suck, unless you're joking around, right? No one likes you. You'll never figure this out. You're a joke, right? We wouldn't say that unless we were kidding, right? So why do we say that stuff to ourselves? I have no idea. I do it. We all do it, right? So instead, let's start using affirmations that empower us. Like, I am so proud of you, girl. You are killing this. Boy, you got this going on. You better recognize, say whatever it is that, you feel comfortable saying to hype yourself up. You are the bomb. You're amazing. You're fire. You're incredible. You have come so far and you're just getting started. Look at you. You did that. Look at you running a business. Look at you taking care of yourself. Looking at you showing up every day. You are unstoppable. Wow, you're amazing. Gosh, everybody loves you, right? So hype yourself up. Just like you would your friend. Boy, you got it going on. Look at that outfit. Look at that fit. just whatever it is. Make sure that you hype yourself up because you're worth it. Strategy number 2, make solo dates non-negotiable. So we're not just going on dates with our partner or our friend. We're going on dates with ourselves. Most people are waiting for someone else to invite them out to dinner, to plan a fun trip, or to tell them they are worthy of a good time. Or maybe, like I've done, use work as an excuse, right? No more of that. Take yourself out for coffee and bring a journal. Dress up and go out to dinner solo. Order exactly what you want. Go on a solo adventure. A museum, a spa day, a biking thing, whatever it is that you like to do, a weekend getaway. Do something for yourself. Have a treat yourself tradition, a weekly something just for you. And if you've ever seen that Parks and Rec episode, treat yourself, okay? You are a person worthy of fun, joy, and living fully, whether someone else is there or not. Celebrate you. Strategy number 3, become your own greatest motivator. I want you to imagine the most supportive person in the world cheering you on. Imagine them looking at you. So is it David Goggins? Is it, Cody Sanchez? Who is it? Is it your mama? Is it your dad? Is it your sister? Is it your best friend? Is it your partner? Who is it? And imagine them saying, you have got this. Keep going. You're closer than you think. Do not give up. You are winning. You are a force to be reckoned with, and the world is taking notice of you. You've got this. Don't give up. You're almost there. Now realize this. You can be that person for yourself. Close your eyes and visualize thousands of people clapping for you because you went to the gym, because you started that business, because you started that new job, because you applied for that job, because you started a new lifestyle where you don't drink as much or you don't do drugs anymore, whatever it is, because you've gotten into this new healthier lifestyle, whatever it is. Be proud of yourself. Recognize, even when you're doing work that no one else is noticing yet. When you're feeling doubtful, instead of waiting for external validation, give it to yourself. Speak it out loud, write it down, make it your phone background. I am amazing. I glow. I am beautiful. I am fly. I am so handsome. I'm so smart. I'm incredible. I'm almost there. I've got this. I'm doing this. I did that. Whatever it is that speaks to you. All right, number 4, curate your own energy space. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. So, not everybody deserves to be in your energy, right? Not everybody deserves your vibe. When you radiate positivity, independence, and success, some people are going to resent that instead of celebrate it. And sometimes there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Most of the time, right? They could be such a sweet person that they're just not as made with as much ambition as you are. But when you talk to them about everything you're doing, it makes them feel some kind of way like, man, maybe I should be doing more. So they don't really want to talk to you all the time because you're on the come up and they're content where they're at. See, there's nothing wrong with you or them, right? And that's okay. Let them be where they are. You be where you are and just focus on you, right? Start curating a space physically and digitally that uplifts you. Surround yourself with books, podcasts, and music that inspires you. Follow social media accounts that encourage, educate, or empower you. Limit contact with energy drainers. You know who they are. Right? Your energy is precious. So we really need to protect it. So I went to Aspire a couple of weeks ago and it was absolutely incredible. If you've never been, I mean, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. The tickets went on sale before I went, and I literally, for like $50 more, it might have been $75 more, I sat like in the front. I was on the second row. I got one, I think Diamond maybe, and I mean, it was incredible. But anyway, there were all these awesome speakers there. Cody Sanchez, oh gosh, the actress that was in Jersey Boys, she was absolutely incredible. There was so many good speakers. Andrew was awesome. Eddie was awesome. Of course, David Goggins was amazing. But there were Q&As at the end of all of them. And one of the guys raised his hand, and, they took the mic over to him, and he was asking David Goggins. He told a little bit about his story. He had lost, I think it was 80 pounds, completely transformed his body. He was a big man. And he had also, really tall. And he had also made his, first started a multi-million-dollar company that was now worth multi-millions of dollars. And he was asking David Goggins, how do you deal with the loneliness? And David said, I don't get lonely. I'm an introvert. So I kind of like the alone time, and plus he's got fans around him all the time, right? But so the guy said, well, I'm not like that. I'm an extrovert and I miss people, but I've come up so high that it's like the people that I don't want to talk about the weather, right? He said, I want to talk about how it feels to lose 80 pounds, to take control of your life, how people are suffering from learned helplessness. I want to talk about big things, what are we going to do with all this money? How are we going to invest it? I'm on the come up, right? And he said, and so some people, they don't want to hear that. And that's what we're talking about here. You might intimidate some people just because of your come up, just because of the momentum that you have or the confidence that you've gained. Even if it's going from one, a lifestyle, maybe you were in a destructive lifestyle and now you're in a productive lifestyle where you're working and you're getting fit and you're taking care of yourself, or you're off this or you're off that, and you've made a commitment to change your life and you feel great. You're on the come up. Even people around you that are still in that negative environment or still in that negative or destructive lifestyle, they're going to be reticent to hang out with you, right? They don't want to hang out with you because you're on the come up. It makes them feel some kind of way to be around you. But I thought David Goggins gave this guy amazing advice. He said, I can tell you've been through a lot in your life. And the guy said, yes. He was real well-dressed, big, tall guy. And he said, yes, sir, I have. And he said, let me tell you, you talk to people here at this conference. You're just talking to the wrong people. You'll find your people. Your people are out there. So surround yourself. And sometimes, we have to pay to be in communities, or we have to go to conferences, or we have to go to leaderships, or we have to search, for communities on social media, or search for communities, on Google or whatever, ChatGPT. But, your people are out there. People that are on the come up, they are out there, and you can find them. So I just wanted to throw that little side note in there that, even though right now we're talking about being your own best friend, there may be very few people in your circle, maybe zero people in your circle where you live, in your family, in your, career, in your friendships, at your job, that are coming up like you are, that are go-getters, that are ambitious, because the majority of people are not like that. So that's okay. That's all right. They're out there and you'll find them. Okay. So you just keep on being who you are and focus on you. So like we talked about, start curating a space physically and digitally that uplifts you. Surround yourself with books, podcasts, and music that inspire you. Follow social media accounts that encourage, educate, or empower you. And limit contact with energy drainers. You know who they are, all right? Those people that are constantly complaining. Your energy is precious. Protect it, protect it, protect it. Strategy number 5. Build a business best friend mindset. All right, now I'm talking to my fellow entrepreneurs and go-getters. Sometimes when you're in a season of building, you'll find yourself walking alone. And it can feel really lonely. Just like that guy that I talked about before that was on the come up with this multi-million-dollar business. But that space is sacred. Right now, you might be in a season where you're planting seeds. You're creating something out of nothing. And not everyone can relate to that, okay? You're not necessarily, daddy's business wasn't passed down to you, right? You're creating something new. But instead of looking at it as loneliness, like that guy, David Goggins at Aspire was doing, which, I mean, it was a great question. I feel that too sometimes, right? We all do. But instead of looking at it like loneliness, let's reframe it. This is the season where you become unshakable. This is the season where you become unstoppable. This is the season where you create the life that you've always dreamed of. This is the season where you get so solid in who you are that when the right people come into your life, they'll meet you at your level. And that's powerful. So keep building, keep trusting. You are your own best friend, and you are never truly alone. And I want you to remember something. You are not too much. You are exactly as you were meant to be. Maybe you are too much. Maybe you are extra. You are powerful. You are a light. And if some people can't handle that, some people can't handle that extra, they can't handle your light, they can't handle your too muchness, well, that's their problem, not yours. Keep shining. Keep being yourself. Keep glowing up and keep leveling up. So go out there and hype yourself up. Take yourself on an adventure. Date yourself. And speak life into yourself every single day. And protect your space and your energy. Because you are worthy. And you, my friend, are amazing. And you are worth all of the joy, excitement, love, adventure, and joy that this life has to offer. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs this message. And if you're ready to level up your mindset, fitness, or adventure, join me at CoachHeatherOwens.com. I've got my positive mindset workbook, my level up starter kit with movement, mindset, and adventure. I have my fitness bundle that's a whole course with tons of fitness classes and workbooks and all trackers and all kinds of things. And then I've got subscriptions. So, just go and a bunch of free stuff. So you are absolutely amazing. I hope you keep shining, keep smiling, keep leveling up, and keep being your amazing, fabulous self. Because you are worthy, you are special, and there's no one else in this whole world like you. Have a wonderful day.
See